Hey everybody, welcome to Crash Bandicoot. Now we're on the second island, Wumpa Island, which is for some reason where Crash lives in the very late Crash games. I don't know why they decided to do that. It added nothing. Anyway.
Wow.
So,
There goes the
this
garage.
is...
Again.
Finally, it made a return.
It made its return. Again.
Yeah, I commented about missing it in Sonic 2. I guess it listened.
I heard your prayers. Oh, that's weird.
So, the bats are really big in this for some reason. They were not this big in the original. So this is Lost City. This level has a color gem, and color gems have the same rules as the gems did in the original game, and I screwed up. Yeah, I need to get the embryo token. The color gems had the same rule the normal gems had in the original game, where if you die, all the boxes respawn. So you have to do this without dying at all. Thankfully, this level's not too bad. Now, if this was Sunset Vista, oh boy, it's not though, so we're good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the level's like 10 minutes. It's really long.
I kind of remember it, but not fully.
It's not like even a particularly hard level, it's just really long, and if you happen to screw up, oh, you have to redo 10 minutes. That's cool.
Jeez. No thanks.
Yeah, unless you really like Crash, never 100% the original game. I really like Crash, so I did, but I also have no life, so it's okay.
It fills that void, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess with that certain virus going around, you need something to do. You know, if you mention that the name of that virus, you get demonetized.
Even
we
like
don't get money.
the code
we
name?
don't get. I actually don't know.
I think you can still call it the other medical term, but you just can't say the. Yeah, damn it! This is really hard. This is really.
We don't even make money. We're still dancing around it.
You can say COVID-19,
Yeah.
but not the more popular
That's what I
name.
was trying to say.
Oh, you mean the coronavirus?
Oh, dang it. Also, this is a really cool like special area.
You realize you're gonna have to
This is
censor that
environment.
now. You realize.
No, I won't. We don't.
I mean,
we don't
yeah.
actually make. We don't make money, so it doesn't matter either
I
way.
just killed himself there? Okay.
That's what it looks like, but no, he didn't. So I mentioned these last part. The embryo bonus rooms are basically the same as Tana, except they're much harder. And I did that one try, but the upcoming Tana bonus room, if I remember right, I failed at, so I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
So this game is really pretty, but like one thing that bugs me is that background is very clearly 2D.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wow. Yeah, you can really tell.
I mean, I never
right,
would've
looking at
noticed,
that friggin' wall there.
Yeah, once you
Yeah.
point it out, it's like, oh, yeah. So is there like a timing thing to this, or what?
once they all stick out, it's safe to run.
Okay.
What was that Nicktoons show, Temple of Doom, or whatever?
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people mention that when they see these levels. I don't know why.
Well, probably because it has a temple theming.
I was just thinking Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
I remember my brother liked that show when we were really young, but I thought it was really boring. Not Indiana Jones, I mean the game show.
Oh.
Temple of Doom. And I don't remember anything about it besides being annoyed when it was on. I love SpongeBob.
That's probably why. just
Oh.
just pointing that out there.
Yeah.
When it comes to when you're younger,
Hey,
that's usually when you get annoyed is when someone won't let you do what you want. When someone...
It's not SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, or Jimmy Neutron, so I don't want anything
Yeah.
of it.
It is not quality.
The only shows worth watching are those.
Couldn't agree more.
You're gonna watch SpongeBob.
You
know.
SpongeBob, you're gonna
You are
like
still-
it. You're gonna like it.
You are still the only person in our age group that I know of that didn't grow up with SpongeBob.
Really?
Yeah, I've never met anyone else. Everyone loves that show.
When you say grow up with it, it's like I watched a couple episodes here and there, but like
I know, but like, when I say grow up with it, I mean like it was one of your favorite shows as a kid. Because that's usually
no.
that's
No.
usually what most people are. Because like SpongeBob is so good.
No, I watched more of Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents than I did SpongeBob.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, as much as I like SpongeBob, I usually watch those more.
Why am I friends with you people? I mean, actually, I like Fairly Odd Parents. I tried watching Jimmy Neutron again. I wasn't really into it, but I love those shows as a kid. But even as a kid, I loved SpongeBob so much more. Though at least Jimmy Neutron ended before it became bad. Unfortunately, can't say the same about Fairly Odd Parents. I watched a little bit of season 10 a while ago, and it was genuinely the worst piece of animation I've seen.
Jeez.
It is that bad.
I think I grew out of it at the good time though. Like just as like I stopped watching the show was when I started to get like real bad.
Yeah, there's a whole Simpsons episode making fun of shows that make new main characters for the sake of staying relevant, and the Fairly Odd Parents did that 3 times.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, Poochie.
Yep. Poochie. Oh, I thought Yoshi's Island.
Oh yeah. That Poochie's better. The Simpsons Poochie is better.
Better than Yoshi's Island Poochie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island Poochie is just annoying.
Okay, does the Yoshi's Island Poochie go up to space and die on the way to his home planet?
No.
Well, no, but they can run on spikes and it'll love you forever.
Any dog can do that.
Any dog can do that. Wow.
At least the second part. I haven't tested the first one.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, burn
Jesus,
there.
Brendan.
Yeah,
Close call there.
the hitbox disappears before the flame is actually completely gone.
We're just gonna ignore the
know
fact
that
that Brendan was thinking about running puppies over spikes. We're just gonna...
Yep.
Haven't we all
Segue
thought
out
of
of that.
Haven't we all thought of doing that at one point?
No, I can't do that, Brendan.
How did this look on the original PS1 with the lighting?
It was like Spyro where they textured on the lights.
Okay.
The original game still looks pretty good. I think the original Crash games easily aged the best when it comes to games in that generation, because they're a lot more closed off compared to most games, so they're able to pack in more detail.
Right.
So like the environments in the original Crash games are genuinely still really pretty.
You just need a bit of a face.
Even though Right.
Yeah. Like Sane Trilogy honestly didn't change that much visually. Like obviously it did in a lot of ways, but they didn't have to redesign anything because it was already kind of there. They just had to, add a bunch of polygons and higher resolution textures. It wasn't like Spyro where they had to like completely reimagine how like every character looked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really digging this like environment though.
I also really like this song. In the original game, the melody you're hearing right now, it wasn't nearly as noticeable because again, it was very atmospheric. But here, I love it. It's so jazzy. Like you hear a trumpet at one point, it's great.
Oh really?
Yeah, this remix is
You
great.
know, that's where I hear
love,
mixed things about the Crash 1 remake, is that there's a lot of people who like the original's music more than the remakes, and there's people who like the remakes music more than the original.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the remakes. Because like the remakes goes for a different style than the original. The original's a lot more atmospheric, and I just don't like that as
And your
much.
defenders of the original like the fact that the music's more atmospheric in the original version of the game. And that's like the big contention with the remake for them.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I like this more. Though I will say an option to switch to the original game soundtrack would have been appreciated. That they didn't do that. They did that for Spyro and Crash Team Racing though, which was cool.
I was gonna say, that was the nice thing with Re-Night Trilogies, even if you didn't like the reimagined soundtrack, you could just put on the original soundtrack.
Yeah,
with Spyro, I do prefer the original soundtrack by a lot. I play with Reignited soundtrack mostly because it fits better. Okay, so there. The reason I fell is because you can do this thing where you just run on the rope and you skip everything. That is way easier to pull off in the original because in this game uses the Alchemy engine, which is like an in-house engine that Vicarious Visions and Toys for Bob has. And for some reason, the characters have pill-shaped hitboxes. A pill-shaped hitbox on a round platform. Do you see how that could lead to falling down a lot?
Maybe.
And yeah, that also means if you land just barely on the ledge, you're gonna fall anyway, which makes this specific level much harder. Like, I remember I died like 30 times my first playthrough, which shocked me because I was really good at Crash 1 at that point.
Yeah,
but I'm used to Sane Trilogy now, so I don't die too much in these. But I would still consider this level harder than the original. Although I will say, I love Crash 1, but this is not a good level. I don't think the bridge levels are good because they're just tight jump after tight jump over and over.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I will say, I love the idea of like having it where you can go on the rope and go all the way down, because it's like, it's one of those like things where it's like you discover, and it's like it can make it easier if you want to take that option, or if you want to do it the true way, you can do it that way too.
That was an exploit though. That was.
I know it's an exploit, but it's just like the fact like you could do that in the game.
It is worth mentioning as an exploit in the original game, so it's unintended, but they intentionally put it back in, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Well, wasn't that nice of them?
Yeah, Sane Trilogy did a little bit of that. Like, the sequels have the slide spin jump, which is a jump that, if you spin immediately after your slide jump, you get even more height and distance out of it. That was an exploit, but they intentionally programmed it back in the game for the remake, and that's so cool. These turtles suck. Their hitboxes are really, really weird. Unless you bounce on them like seemingly dead center, you're gonna slip off of them. That's not a huge deal for this level, but the second one, oh my god, that part was awful. There I just skipped it using the rope. Poor Crash.
Yeah, I can see why the level wasn't the greatest. It's just like a straight bridge.
Yeah, some of the platforming is fine, but like when it's just like, hey, tight jump over and over, and that's it, like, the part where you have to jump over that warthog and you're platforming the ice planks, that's fine. That actually has some kind of interesting challenge, but where it's just like nearly broken plank after nearly broken plank of like, you know, spread out far apart, where you're just making a bunch of tight jumps and nothing else, it's just not interesting.
Oh.
So this is the second boulder level, and I believe the last one. This one's obviously harder. You can't get the box gem in this one because they have a stupid colored gem path at the end. I heard a Discord noise. Was that one of you guys?
Nope.
Or...
Focus, Brendan.
Okay, it was Thomas. Alright, Thomas is in his commentary now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so one thing you should know is that boulders, if it destroys a box, it does count towards your total in Insane. In the original, it did not. So that was annoying.
How many of these boulders, I tell you? 3 now?
Yeah, why are they... I mean, I guess, like, the canonical reason is ancient tribes set up traps or something, I don't know.
I know, it's just...
Why does it crash... Okay, you see in the left and right, there's a jungle. Why doesn't Crash just run through the jungle instead?
I don't know.
I mean, he is dumb, right?
I was gonna say, he doesn't really think these things through, does he?
Okay, I would say that's a good answer if it wasn't for the fact you could play as Coco, which she's supposed to be really smart. So, try again.
Check being liberal.
No, I got nothing.
Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Jeez.
I forgot to hold on the jump button to make the boxes hit Crash faster.
The pain ends sooner.
Punishing.
Do you like think he has splinters stuck up there?
Probably.
Maybe that's why he becomes so brain damaged as the series goes on. Like, they make him dumber as the games go on. Like, in Twin Sanity opens up with him, like, burying his shoe.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one? Not both?
Only one.
Only one shoe.
Yeah,
okay.
And he falls for, Cortex puts on a wig and Coco's clothes and talks like this! And, he believes that it is Coco. And is genuinely shocked when he takes his clothes off. Wait, I mean, like, he takes off Coco's clothes. Wait,
Oh,
I don't know how
oh, jeez.
I don't know how to explain that without making it sound bad.
Oh.
I'm serious.
I promise it's not that bad.
It's needed the high-pitched cortex. I just cracked up. I couldn't help it.
It's true. Blondes do have more fun.
Wow.
I like that line. I like Twinsanity, but like a lot of fans say it's like the best game, and I don't see it. It's honestly just kind of okay.
I'm sure we'll get to it, right?
Yeah, we will. As of now, I plan on doing the original trilogy, possibly Team Racing story mode, Wrath of Cortex, and Twinsanity. I don't plan on doing the Titan schemes for this channel. I don't. That'd be boring.
Remember that one part in Twinsanity when you're riding down the mountain on Cortex and you go through the building and he goes, "Mother."
Yeah, you go through this place that's obviously supposed to be a strip club, and he says things like, "Are those real?" and "Mother."
Oh my gosh.
That game is genuinely really funny. So, it's canon. Cortex's mom is a stripper.
I can't
Or
wait
maybe
until we
you
get
should just
to
add a club.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Just add a club. Just, you know, enjoying themselves.
So, okay, she's either a stripper or a lesbian. One of those two things is canon. Possibly both.
It's, I can't wait till we
Maybe
get
she's
to
like a manager. She's at work, but not like as like a manager.
Why would she be out in the open though? Like, it's like she'll be in her office, right?
Well, I mean, how do they get in the office? I do ask.
So Cortex just happened to get in there a brief moment where she has to walk from the front door to her office.
Yes.
No, she's a stripper. Accept it.
I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt really hard there.
Another thing that's canon is Tana is a stripper because she is on this front sign of that building. Also, that strip club was for some reason like in the center of a snowy mountain. Pretty bad location.
Yeah. Also, I'm getting some Mega Man vibes.
Disappearing and reappearing platforms. Thankfully, they're not nearly as bad. The pattern is much more obvious. Mega Man, the pattern is not easy to figure out.
It's literally like the designer just took their pen and just like, alright, where do you want this block? Where do you want this one?
Yeah, this is like, there's only 2 sets of platforms that can be poking out, so it's pretty easy to figure out.
I know you like to see the number grow up, by the way, so we're at 5 lives away.
Yes. And I do make it to 99 this level. Which is weird. Okay, this is a weird thing about Crash 1 and 2. Sunset Vista is one of the hardest levels in the game because of the length. And this is where I always get to the 99 life mark. And Cold Hard Crash in Crash 2 easily being the hardest level in the trilogy, at least 100%. That's also where I get to the 99 life mark, so I don't know what's up with these trends of the hardest level in the game getting me to the 99 life point.
This one
is that good?
I guess so. Okay, so that's a Cortex token. I already brought them up earlier, but to reiterate, if you get all of them and complete the room, you get a key that unlocks a bonus level. This key, I believe, unlocks Fumbling in the Dark. No, not that's the second one. Fumbling in the this one unlocks the second hog level. I don't remember the name of.
I don't know. Oh, that's really noticeable in the background.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Jeez.
Mario Odyssey did that too at one point. That boss arena where you fight that floating hand golem thing. The background is very obviously 2D.
No shame.
I don't know what's up with that because like both this and Mario Odyssey look great visually, but then like you have obvious 2D 2D backgrounds that just clash.
Right. Huh.
And Mario Odyssey at least has the excuse of being on the Switch. This is on a PS4. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal. This game still looks great, but yeah.
I mean, but then you could argue, like, well, they had to, like, remake 3 games, create Mario Odyssey being just 1 game.
The original Crash games are also very short. Like,
That's
you
true.
can 100% the first 2, 3 hours each, and 3 only takes as long as it does because of the relics.
So now you're in, like, what, this dungeon area?
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be Cortex's castle.
Oh. Okay, cool castle, I guess.
What's the point in that room?
I don't know. I don't
How much
know.
money did it cost to make that, just to make that room look scary? That's the sole purpose of it.
It's all about the feel. At
I
least
guess.
10,000 bells. At least.
I don't know about you.
That's not a lot.
It just doesn't feel even enough. It just doesn't.
I can get 10,000 bells easily just by selling a couple fish. Getting back to Animal Crossing.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to tie it in somehow. Yep. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah.
So, one thing the original game did is these levels just had Tana standing at the end and I always questioned,
99.
Crash, why don't you just grab her? Yes, I finally did it. But here they actually have Cortex fly in to kidnap her again. So,
Oh yeah, you're right. 'Cause
Yeah,
originally
some
they
kind
just
of
like
reason.
she just like poses, right?
yeah.
Ooh. That was a
I
good
don't know
save,
how-
by the way.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. It did not look like a jump you could make, but I did it.
It's like you rolled into that platform.
Alright, I'm gonna show this in the power of editing, but for a split second, I saw a pattern in the background that kind of looked like an angry Squidward.
Okay.
I'll show what I mean in editing.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that.
That's gonna be in the thumbnail, by the way.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
As it
perfect.
should be.
Yeah.
That's a really big gem to just have stuffed up your butt.
Yeah, I don't question it.
Nature's Pocket.
Nature's pocket.
Alright, Whole Hog. This is the second Warthog level, and I remember I died a lot to this level my first playthrough, but ever since then I've been pretty consistently doing it in one try. I don't know how that happened, because it was so hard for me at first. I don't know, maybe it's a pattern thing, like I just know what to do now. I don't know.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Right.
So I'm assuming one hit you're done.
Yes.
Okay.
Aku Aku's not even in this level at all.
Oh.
So say that's how these Warhol levels work. It's one hit you do.
I think, no, Crash 3 you can take a hit.
Well, yeah.
I don't know about Crash 2. I'm not sure about Crash 2 though. Which is weird, that's my favorite game in the series. Whatever.
Actually, Crash 2. Yeah, it's one and done. It's just like you did it.
Okay, alright. I don't think Aku Aku follows you in those levels.
So I
Okay.
specifically remember the polar levels.
Wow.
Hitting one thing made you reach stat. So,
Okay, so I didn't bring this up in the first level, but in the first one, there is an obstacle at the very end of the level, and it's possible to get hit by that and have Crash fly through the air into the exit portal and finish the level anyway.
it's great.
That's great.
At least in the original. I don't know if that's still a thing in this, but in the original you could do that. I've done that before.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I got Koala Kong.
Koala
Shakes
Kong.
his tiny
Those
little
are
butt.
very thin legs. How are you holding up that
I
guy?
was gonna say, he very clearly skipped
What
the
on
leg day
earth?
one too many times.
Yeah.
Yep, I was expecting a leg day comment. All the Knuckles boom memes prep me up for it.
Well, I mean, what could have?
I mean, yeah, you're right, but like, I've heard leg day jokes so much in my life ever since Knuckles.
I like how Lily he like throws it 100 miles an hour this rock and Crash like with his back turned just spin.
Speed!
Crash
Spin.
is Crash is much stronger than him, apparently.
Yeah, he'll just break through a
Well,
boulder.
he's clearly a fan of Vinny. He knows how to speed. He knows how to
Spin.
I wonder how many times we're gonna mention Vinny from Vine Sauce here.
A lot.
I wonder if we've ever mentioned Joel. Have we done that? 'Cause
Oh, now we
if not, I feel bad if we haven't, because I feel bad because Joel is great.
One more hit.
Fecal funny.
There it is.
I think you're ahead. Yeah, because he just died at my end.
Yeah, he just died. No, it's not.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. I guess you're not ahead. Anyway,
Oh,
fun fact. That's lava.
wow.
I have more to say about that. I promise. They specifically avoided using lava too much in the original Crash games because Crash is orange, and lava is orange.
Mm-hmm.
See the problem? Wrath of Cortex apparently didn't realize this because they have a whole level where an island is on fire. Anyway, part's over.
That was a very good observation, Brendan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
And we'll continue it in part 3.
Alright, see you guys, man.
B.
Why did I say it?
I don't know.
B.
The end.
Bye.